Heyo, fellow Legonians, fellow Brick fans, this is Dave Frost reporting in once again, but this time I'm doing a bit of a different video. This time I am doing a slideshow of all the pictures and the two videos that I took, that I recorded and took pictures of at Bricks by the Bay 2016 that happened 2 months ago from August 18th to the 21st. And so I want to start off with the shirt that I purchased. There it says the date that happened, August 18th to the 21st, 2016, Bricks by the Bay. There is the logo, the Golden Gate Bridge in Lego, as well as the number 7 behind that. And then the location, Santa Rosa, California. And there you also see on this printed shirt image badge, the number 7 on all little round circles that go around the badge. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show the back because it's a little complicated to do that on this type of camera that is my phone. But anyways, I want to start off with the shirt, which I've already done. Next, I'm going to show the two pictures of the badge brick. You know, the brick that has the title of the event on it. And then also all the purchases that I made at Bricks by the Bay. When it happened in August. And I also want to notify that it is the number 7 because it is the 7th year of the event of all 7. This is the 7th year that the event has been able to happen. So here we go. So I understand that I did not mention what exactly I got in the haul from Bricks by the Bay of what I got, but I did make a recent haul video, like last month of September or August. I can't remember exactly. But anyways, so the next few pictures are what you're able to purchase in the vendor ballroom of Bricks by the Bay, where you could get books, keychains, sets, vehicles, minifigures, anything purchasable from Bricks by the Bay Lego related. So these are a few keychains of the TARDIS and K9 from Doctor Who, Minions from Despicable Me, Pikachu and a Pokeball, and then also the Star Trek badge that Trekkies, people from Star Trek wear on their uniform. So next are a few pictures from a book, or a couple of books that were in the vendor room, of the 3 firemen putting up the American flag at Ground Zero on 9/11. That was a Lego mosaic, as well as a couple of or 3 Lego mosaics of the 10th and the 11th Doctors of Doctor Who, and then a different kind of build of the TARDIS from Doctor Who, with a few police badges or tiles on it, actually. And then a big Dalek and a few smaller Daleks from Doctor Who. And I understand that a few of these images are a little bit blurry. So next are a few other, like this is finally getting to the convention floor of where all the mocks are on display, as including a mosaic of a Despicable Me minion, a Chick-fil-A restaurant with McDonald's and a few other restaurants in the picture after that, and then there's Thomas the Tank Engine brick built, not like huge, but like really small scale. And then 3 pictures of numerous Lego mocks of interesting designs. Like, for example, stars, obscure shapes, I actually should say. Like even a DNA strand. And those mocks are really trippy. So in this next set of pictures of Lego mocks, there's a bit of a, brick built picture where it's completely flat, but there's a Lego red brick, 2x4 Lego red brick, popping out of it, so it's a bit 3D-ish, like how you would draw a 3D rectangle on a piece of paper. Imagine that, but the image that you're drawing, the 3D angle of a rectangle, is popping out of the picture. And that's the best way to describe that image. In the same image, not with the, with the brick, but not on the mock, there's a dancing, twirling ballerina music box, but it's not moving because it's not a video, it's a picture. And then there's, in the background, light bluish gray stick figure people or characters. In the terms of, they're really skinny and you can pose them in different ways. But still, it's a picture, not a video, so you don't see it happening on the scene. And then in the next image is a Lego dance floor where you can kind of tell if you look into the picture. Not really, you can zoom in or anything, but you can kind of notice a disco ball that is somehow reflective and shiny, like an accurate disco ball that lights up because of the shiny surface of the disco ball. And in the next picture after that, there's a Rubik's Cube where, the little cube dice, no, the cube, roll the dice. The cubish shaped dice from the Lego games. Someone took a bunch of those cubish shaped dice from the Lego games and made a Rubik's Cube image out of it. So that's really cool. And there's a few other things in that same picture as well that you can look at. Like, during this entire process of this video, you can pause the video at any time you would like to really visualize the pictures that you're looking at. But anyways, after that picture of the Rubik's Cube, there's the Fred Flintstone vehicle made out of Lego pieces. Okay, so the next picture is a Lego alphabet. And when you look at each letter, you'll recognize that the minifigures forming the letter go under the title of the letter. Like A is for astronaut, B is for baseball player, C is for construction workers, so on and so forth. And that's a really special way of doing that Lego alphabet. And then next image is a red Statue of Liberty with a golden Thor hammer, which I don't understand what any of that is about. I also don't understand what CCCP stands for at the base of the Statue of Liberty. But then the next picture is not only the Empire State Building with the planes circling around it and King Kong on top of it, but if you notice, to the side, at the bottom of the Empire State Building, is the Iron Giant. Brick built, and he has his Superman symbol on his chest, like he did in the Iron Giant movie. And then, after that, I'm trying to remember, so bear with me for a moment. The next following image is of Luke Skywalker in the buildable figure form from Lego Star Wars that came out like last year. And then Darth Vader standing up. Luke is sitting on the floor. But I don't know what is up with Darth Vader's face. Maybe he doesn't have his mask on and he's showing his face without the mask, like in episode 6. Something like that. But Luke and Vader are playing chess, as the title describes, but it really does look like checkers. And then the image after that are 2 Transformer Autobot Bumblebees and 1 Transformer Autobot Optimus Prime in brick-built form out of Lego, since this whole thing has to do with Lego. And then the image after that is a really scenic image of mountains, and that's a whole mosaic of itself. That's what the mosaic is the scenic mountains and whatever is also in that image. And then the image after that are minifigure scale Five Nights at Freddy's robots or mechanics, whatever those robots are called, from Five Nights at Freddy's, where you got Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Okay, so the next few pictures are ships. That float on water. So the first one is how it's built in a way of sections. Like you don't just put one whole ship all together at once. You have to build it by front. The next part where it's like the control section. Where all the levers and the horn and all that sort of stuff are at. And then the part behind that, like a ship that carries stuff, I guess. Like, this ship is put into 4 sections, divided into 4 sections. And then the next picture is a battleship, which is big and long. And then after that picture is the next picture of an aircraft carrier, which is really long. And then after that is a tugboat, and it has a glass or see-through plastic cover in the box shape. And then after that is a cruise liner. And then after that will be a small video of a really big ship that has two bottom frame sections going like this, and in the back will be the motor fan blades, whatever that section of the ship is called. And that video is the ship rotating 360 degrees all the way around of not how it's built, but that it was built. So you get to see the whole 360 rotation of the whole thing complete. Okay, so this next section of pictures are of a picture of crane trucks where the boom stick part of the crane that extends is really tall and high up. And then after that one is a picture of mocks in the background, like there's a blank space, and then off to the side, like I did not do very good on that picture. I could have done better. But it's basically mocks that move, like a mock that has a bunch of moving parts, like a conveyor belt carrying little soccer balls and basketballs to different areas of the mock. So, like, that's just a picture. But then the next image is a video of a really neat invention or creation, actually, where it's like a circle, but the parts keep on twisting. Like, one part goes one way, the 2 parts on both sides of the first part go the other way, and they vice versa all the way around. So that's really cool. And then there's a bin of purple bricks, because Lego really does not make purple parts. Unless it's in the Lego Friends or Elves themes. Just why does Lego not make? Just why? It's a confusing way to put it. Why does Lego not make purple colored pieces in general for like Lego City or Star Wars, or, well, really not Star Wars because there's no purple in Star Wars really, unless it's Mace Windu's lightsaber blade. But anyways, that's why I took a picture of that, because it's rare to find purple anywhere in Lego outside of Lego Friends and Elves. Toy themes. Lego branded themes. Anyways, so after that, there will be pictures of a battlefield. I don't know exactly what war or battle it's from. It's just a layout of a battlefield of soldiers fighting each other. And then there's one of a tank, like it's a big tank, and then it's firing its missile out of the cannon, and it's really neat because, those bushes, like, let me see what I can do. It's like this piece here. And it's in red, in the red color, so it makes the cannon of the tank look like it's actually firing in a frame of a stop motion or whatever. Just to represent what it's doing within a still frame camera shot. And then there's, those stealth fighters that are black and are like arrows where the wings go out at an angle. Well, there's like a miniature-sized mock creation of 3 of those going over some part of Earth. Like, that's the best I can describe that. And then there may be some other war battle mocks that I've forgotten to mention, because I do my best to memorize before I make these little short video clips of what I'm going to talk about. So, as I'm saying this, I may have forgotten a few war battle mocks to mention and talk about before making this clip. But anyways, so the last picture will be a picture of 2 big Lego built guns, like different numerous Lego pieces forming that have been built into really human accurate sized handguns. So that's really cool. So this next section of pictures are about Bionicle, or at least mocks that are made out of Bionicle pieces. So there's a Chinese dragon, a snake, a black snake, and it's actually standing up. I don't know how that's possible, but it's like the tail starts at the base, goes around, and then it comes up, and it's facing forward. like that. So that's really cool. Then there's a fighter, warrior, soldier guy holding a gun in his right hand and a sword in his left. Yeah, I don't know what it's really supposed to be. You be the judge. You decide what it is. And he also has a cool rocket pack on its back. Then there's a Venus flytrap, which is really cool. Then there's another character that is a big black bad guy. I don't know what to make of him either, so you'd be the judge of that as well. Then there's also another dragon, this time in the silver or light bluish gray colors. Light bluish gray color. Or silver color. Or maybe it's a bird of sorts, or I don't know what to make of that either. And then the last Bionicle mock is a big lizard of sorts, or maybe a dinosaur, I don't know. From the looks of it, it looks like a dinosaur, and that's my best guess on what it is. So, yeah. Okay, so this next section of pictures are a mixture of themes. So the first one is a faraway viewpoint, with the second one being a close-up viewpoint of the same thing. The first one is a little bit different. First one has, off to the side, the main family of the Simpsons, like small brick built versions, not many figure scale, mind you, but just brick built. Trust me on that. And then a Minecraft house opened up so you can see inside of it. And then there's a big section of mini mosaics of the faces of Five Nights at Freddy's characters, like Freddy and Balloon Boy and Chica and Bonnie and Mangle and Foxy and so on and so forth. And also of famous Minecraft player YouTubers. YouTubers that play Minecraft. You know, that do Let's Plays like Captain Sparkles. And some other stuff in those images. And then the next one is like a village of some sort, because it's a few buildings surrounded by a bunch of plants. And the point of that mock is that there's a certain amount of dark bluish gray frogs and a certain amount of green frogs, but I could not zoom in to get a closer look at it, because for the heck of me, I could not find any of those frogs. That was the point of the mock, is that you had to go find the certain frogs and count every last one of them. Not like there was a lot, but still, even close up, I couldn't find any for the heck of me either. Then the next image is Indian country, because like it has to do with teepees, so there's like a big teepee on a big island in water that is a little bit away from the rest of the village of smaller teepees. Like, trust me, you'll see the image soon after this video. After this clip, I should say. And then there's two. First, I want to apologize that some of these images are blurry. Again, Like, I'll do my best next year's Bricks by the Bay, to get better shots of the mocks. But anyways, there's like 2 different versions of Minecraft. There's the desert scene and another different scene, like the portal to the Ender, or something like that. Something like that. And then we go on to 3 other images that are really cool, because they're like cities, like a bit of skylines, or a group of buildings making a city in the mock. So it's also, I also have to add this note, is that it's all futuristic based. Not like you would see any anti-gravity hovering vehicles flying around, but it's just futuristic because it kind of looks that way. Like, there's even one image that has the Burj Khalifa, but it's not light bluish gray as it is in the architectures. In the 2 versions of the set of the building from Lego Architecture, it's actually it's all done in trans red pieces. So that's really cool. And then the last image before the next clip is a bit of a small planet world. A little bit, somewhat bigger than this, but it has tall structures all around it. And the mock was actually hanging by 2 frame stands. 2 white frame stands on the sides that also have a base, of course. And then they have little strings coming at from the angles, holding the small planet up, that had tall building structures going at every direction. Some bigger than others, smaller than others. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this clip. So, this is probably going to be I think this is the final part of the entire video. And this is the last narration clip that I am making tonight of the last part of pictures. Segment of pictures, set of pictures, whatever. And it's all Star Wars based for the most part. There's one image where I really should get this one out of the way because it's spaceship-ish, but it's not Star Wars related. Where it's a big, hulking, massive ship made out of a lot of Lego pieces. It's big. And then there's Star Wars. So, the first 2 images are a mixture of Star Wars spaceships, and there's one where I believe it is Benny's spaceship version of the X-Wing. But it doesn't have Benny in it. It has a yellow astronaut. 1980 something space guy. 1980 something spaceship. Get better lighting. Just so you can see at least most of my face. Yeah, I'm really trying to transfer the light so it does shine on me good enough. Excuse me. There we go. I transferred the light over, so I'm not going around the room, and it's on me better. Anyways, then there's a mixture of other mock ships. Like there's a small Star Destroyer, Imperial Star Destroyer. Then there's a ship that I do not recognize. Maybe you guys will have better luck recognizing it of what it is. Then there's also the Enterprise from Star Trek. Like, I'm pretty sure it's most likely Lego made. Like, Lego made the pieces that were used to make the Enterprise mock. Then there's also the Death Star. I know that's the actual ship, set, not ship, an actual Lego Star Wars set, but that was brought to Bricks by the Bay for some reason I am not aware of. But then one person that was in charge of the table area that the Death Star was at, he opened the outer plating of the structure to show the inside how it's structurally held together from within. Then, sorry for the light showing up. Then, there's a few other Star Wars mocks that I'm not currently recognizing on my laptop, which I've downloaded all the pictures to. And then there's also one mock where it's one scene out of every episode of Star Wars of the film saga. One from episode 1 through episode 7. Then we move on to a few mocks that are scenes from episode 7, like the entrance of Jakku, you know, the junkyard that Rey goes to and cleans up parts to get payment. Like, it's the entrance structure of the junkyard. And then there's a mock of R2-D2 decked out in weaponry. Like, there's weapons all around, all over him. As far as the sides, the front and the back and the top are concerned. Then there's a upgraded armor suit for a Clone Wars clone. And then we move on to two special YouTubers that I would like to give a shout out to. But first, I want to make sure you guys recognize that continuing with the Star Wars Episode 7 Force Awakens scenes, like the one where Poe and Finn steal a TIE fighter from the... Yeah, I can't really remember the name. Not the Empire. The First Order, yeah. They steal a TIE fighter from the First Order, and the scene where they're stealing it and it's inside that garage bay of the base, Starkiller base. So that is a scene. And then there's a couple of other mocks. One where it's a random beach battle. Probably on Kashyyyk, I guess, I think. I don't know. Then there's another one where it's another random battle taking place somewhere in the Star Wars universe. And then there's the R2-D2 set. You know, the brick built version. Not the Technic piece built version, but the actual Lego piece built version. That was tribute to Kenny Baker, which I thought was pretty nice. A good tribute to Kenny Baker, who recently died this year, who recently passed away. In better terms, better verbiage of paying respect to him. Then there's... yeah, that's pretty much it. So here's the tribute to the two YouTubers. There's the X-Wing Garage Bay mock made by LegoSpencer. Shout out to him. He made a pretty awesome Star Wars mock. And also a pretty awesome name badge that has his YouTube name on it, as well as a YouTube play button type of mock and an Instagram logo mock. Yeah, it's not really the play button, it's just the logo of YouTube and the logo of Instagram that he put with his name badge. Then there is the other Lego community YouTuber who made a really awesome Mos Eisley spaceport mock. That shout out goes to BrickWizard59. You guys made really awesome mocks, and I can't wait to meet you if you guys plan on being there next year. And that pretty much wraps it all up. So I thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Have a great week. Lego-wise and otherwise. And remember to go forth and build on. #BlueCupNation. And please stick around for more great Lego and Transformer related content coming to this channel in the future. And I will see you guys next time.